losers in bracket. Like there's a mass amount of upsets here. I think the only ones that were able to I think the only two people to maintain their winners bracket life and like were projected to be there, I believe, were Zamba and Tilde.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Everybody else kind of either got upset or something else in the bracket jump. But I might be missing a player or two or something like that.
Sure.
But loser side has the likes of like Sen, Atada, Suarez, Apollo Kage now.
Yep,
like
yep,
it is
yep.
insane how stacked this losers bracket is. You do not want to fall out of winners if you value replacing life here.
Yeah, I'm serious. It is an absolute like storm in that area. So we're gonna go right here, try to weather the storm before it even occurs on Battlefield. This is gonna be Projectiles, the musical.
A battle of two foods as well, I guess. Peanut versus Grape. Who will win?
You know what? I couldn't tell you. Like I like grapes, but I mean,
Got if they team together, they'd be Peabnut butter and jelly.
peanut butter, yes, and the grape jelly. That is so true. Oh my gosh. All right, so now we've got a little bit of a lead forming for Peabnut and is going to be able to kind of force out some of these approaches from Snake, which you don't get to see too often, right? But when Snake has to approach, he absolutely will go and try to scrap at the best of them.
But man, one thing that Peabnut does so well, one is his patience, one, and his pressure. This man just knows how to keep the pressure on at all times. You truly cannot rest for a single second against him because there's always going to be a new projectile flying towards you. And we're seeing Grape shield, which the Snake shield animation angles the grenade actually a bit up in his hands, actually. Yeah. So a lot of those projectiles Peabnut's going to be firing off at about stomach level on Snake. They're actually not going to trigger the grenade if Grape just continues to keep shielding. I don't know if he's intentionally doing that, but that's just how the animations in this game work.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. So now we're going to be SDing. We're going to be SDing, and we're going to just run it back to the second stock, you know, because we're all good. It's all good. You got Nikita coming out, trying to make up the difference here, and then you still have like some kill power in Snake, so you don't really need to worry too much about like how am I going to secure this. You just got to get him close to the finish line. Try to get this edge trap.
That's true. Still though, Grape kind of struggling to take this first stock off. A lot of the win conditions as well that Snake has, like up tilt, aren't really going to be coming into play too much because that's not really an effective range Mega Man can play in. Yeah, he's got good normals to land on top of you,
right?
But a lot of the pressure we're going to be seeing from Peabnut is going to be done at a distance.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, like, there's not a lot of characters that can outcamp Snake, and actually Mega Man is kind of one of them.
It's true.
Like, you have the ability to do all of these things. You have a litany of projectiles that you can throw out, and some of them are explosive, and actually will trigger some of this stuff that Snake is going to be hanging on to or throwing or keeping next to him. So you have a lot of freedom to play with here if you're Peabnut.
There's also just affordability as well, in a lot. Like, for example, that down air is perfect for dealing with Cypher, but excellent F smash right there from Peabnut, catching the roll onto stage. And how many good Mega Man players do you get to play? I feel like Canada has a couple, but I feel like some of them have either retired or they haven't really been doing anything lately. So,
right,
we're gonna see how he does still get that first stock off with that excellent nair right there in Grape.
Yeah, still able to do some of the things that Snakes can do on almost anyone to try to kill. I mean, obviously, Mega Man being around midweight is still going to be vulnerable to a lot of those same kinds of kill options. But right now, you're going to need to rely on a lot more because you are actually being outpaced in damage by Mega Man, and you're Snake. And that is crazy. That is crazy.
For sure.
Snake gets passive damage just by breathing.
But Mega Man also is getting a lot of passive damage off as well. I mean, look, and also the other benefit that Peabnut has is that he doesn't really have to chase Grape while Grape is in the air when he's trying to land. He can just fire these air shooters off up there. Still, though, lots of damage with this back air. Lots of mileage happening right now for Grape.
Yeah,
man,
I mean, he's able to keep himself kind of slender and like it makes him horizontal, right? So he's able to avoid some of those projectiles. So
okay.
Nice little lead out of the up air. Now that's something that's a little unconventional, but I mean, if you've seen Peabnut before, like that, he actually does do that quite often. He will get some nice kill options out of that up air because he knows that you're helpless.
Combine it all together, you know, cook it all up.
Exactly. And doesn't give them the chance to like pop out of it and go left or right. You just literally cut the cord right there, and that's it.
That was like the win box plus, and plus fair is just a really strong forward air from Mega Man as well.
Right.
Like,
so the angle that he sent was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. Diagonally and up, like
straight in,
I don't think
into
Grape
the
was ready for that at all. Grape trying to think about what to do here, but again, this might just be a big vibe check for Grape out here. Peabnut, you know, a lot of Mega Man is a very taxing character to play, very unorthodox, not like most Smash characters on the roster.
Right.
In his CQC and also his projectiles.
Okay.
We are going to see the switch to Roy out here.
So I saw that he does sometimes play Roy into Mega Man. We're gonna have to see how it plays out here on FD. But like I said, the overall character win rate is 28% against Mega Man. Like the overall, it is not the savior that it has. Like it has not been a savior before. It could be here though. I mean, honestly, you never know.
I think the Roy might help in just trying to close the distance between both Peabnut and Grape.
For sure.
We just have to see how strong Grape's punish game is with this character. Because again, with any secondary, it's never going to be just as polished as the main character unless maybe you put like a ton of hours into said character.
Yeah.
It's also Peabnut. Like, he's from the South. There are so many Roy players from the South. I'm not saying Peabnut probably plays them all the time, but if we're thinking of like where the best Roys are in the entire country of America, they're in both Georgia and Florida.
Right, clearly Peabnut knows how to deal with the pressure from the delayed double-edged dance. Like, you're able to keep your shield intact and not get poked in this process. Like, obviously knowing what he's doing against this character, I know that he's played against quite a few Roys, as you mentioned. So I don't know. I mean, I really do think that like the reasons for why Grape picked Roy are obvious, right? Like all of the things that you said, it is the right choice. I am just worried that like Peabnut is just that kind of player that is like, if you have lost to other Mega Man, they are not playing what Peabnut is playing right now.
It's true. I do think though the Roy counter pick from Grape has been working so far. It's forced Peabnut to start respecting a lot more of Grape's options as opposed to the pseudo campy projectile war that we saw last game. Now that Grape has a lot of really good aerials and normals to get in on Peabnut, Peabnut is forced to shield a lot, but Peabnut not skipping a beat on that edge guard right there.
mean, not skipping a beat, but definitely, I would say at 171 at the kill, I mean, Grape has been able to elude death like for long enough that I think Peabnut is starting to reconcile, like, okay, this might not be as easy as I thought. Like, literally, you're doing way better on the Roy than you did before, so something really has changed. We just need to see him actually get the kill, and then we can start talking about the second one.
Right. About finding the stock here. Excellent empty hop into grab, though, from Grape right here. But how do you polish off this stock? Roy kind of has to find a little bit of an opening before he can nail a lot of these stocks off. And Peabnut is doing such a good job of just doing these short hops back every single time Grape even threatens to get near him.
Right, because it's like, what are the raw options that Roy has? Pretty much F-tilt. So if you don't get on the ground, you're not in danger.
All right, though, big sweet spot up air coming out right there. But still, okay, sour spot fair, though, going to be cleaning up that first stock for Grape right here. But has taken a lot of residual damage. Look at how much damage that metal blade did in concurrence with itself.
It's crazy. And now even closer to death is Grape. Peabnut just looking for anything. Get some aerial callouts as well. You know, you have disjoints that can actually challenge some of what Roy's cooking. But he's got such fast options, and you really got to preempt them. You got to be on the ball.
These big bears coming out. This is the worst spot for Grape right here, man. This is what Roy struggles with the most, which is recovering. And Mega Man has so many tools to just stuff Roy out. But we are seeing Grape starting to find ins here and there. And with how long these stocks have been lasting for Grape, I'm very curious to see if he can maybe just lap Peabnut.
Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting. You know, he has some rage. This could be an early kill opportunity for Roy here closer to the ledge. If he's able to get one of those nice hit confirms, then he could actually do something. Unfortunately, he is going to get called out by another one of those clutch fares. That's Peabnut's weapon of choice right now against him. He's fighting fire with fire, and unfortunately, it does mean that Grape now SDing. That's an issue.
And look at how poised Peabnut is as well, just in this instant. You know, just taking a deep breath, staying very calm. My man looks unbothered. His skin is looking clear. His crops are looking watered.
Yeah.
In his lane.
He's in his lane. He's unbothered. Let's go. So now you can tell, like, Canada in the front row ready to support their boy Grape. He has the chance to make something here. I think the Roy was a good choice. I really do. Like, he made a lot of changes over the course of that game as he started getting warmed up on it and was like, actually, like, yes, I can actually get so many things that are good against Mega Man. But yeah, you can tell he's definitely feeling it. He's feeling the pressure.
For sure. I mean, who wouldn't be? You know, you're on the cusp of making your very first top 8 at such a huge major. Maybe Grape has also made top 8 at like bigger tournaments before, like regionals and stuff like that. But I don't think anything to this, never at an event of this magnitude before.
Right, exactly. This would be a first for both of these players. And right now, it just seems as though Peabnut looking poised and ready to take that spot. But I don't know. The Roy coming out, I think, You know, it's now or never. We're going to have to figure out what to do here and start the reverse 3-0.
Seeing a little bit of almost second-guessing himself in Grape, you know, not knowing if maybe Roy isn't the right choice here. Maybe I should go back to Snake. Maybe I'll be more comfortable here. Either way, though, taking it back to FD for what could potentially be the last game of this set, and Peabnut's ticket into top 8.
This is where things get interesting, right? Those quick and dirty combos from Roy, you're able to do a lot of damage very quickly, and if you're stringing your sweet spots together, then that's a positive feeling. You're able to decrease some of that mental stack.
All right, though, excellent grab right out of the Metal Blade right there. That was a really, really smooth by Peab right there.
Yep.
Big back air coming out, and we've seen how good Peabnut is at edge guarding right there.
Yep. Well, so many resources to play around with your movement and your just offensive options. Able to do so much here, but we are going to get the sour spot of the forward smash. I like the attempt, though. Definitely a great little option from Grape.
Grape just struggling to find his way in, back on this. Peabnut's pressure is just insane. You just get chip hit so much, you start to lose your patience just a little bit.
Ooh. Able to spot dodge now. Peabnut looking for some of these quick options that you know are going to come out as soon as Grape is given his turn.
That was really slick right there. You saw Peabnut had to Z-drop the Metal Blade right there to fire off that next air shooter, and then re-caught it right after that. Just so smart.
Very, very good stuff. So he's going to throw it the other way and able to go back in with a reverse back air. That's why he threw it the other way, so we could actually have the turnaround.
All right, that down throw, yeah, nowhere I don't think near up throw kill percent yet, but Grape trying to confirm that sour spot up air into a sweet spot up air. Still managing to find that fair to get that first stock off, but I don't know, I think Peabnut has just been outpacing Grape at every metric.
Yeah, and finding some of these nice call-outs as well, knowing that Grape is a little bit desperate to get some of this percent right now, so he's calling it out with the up tilt with other options in the air as well, and I'm worried, like, yeah, now Grape is just starting to get desperate.
Good pressure, and I love Peabnut recognizing, okay, he shielded that, I have to respect that. Because if you do shield that leaf shield all the way through, Mega Man does like a throwing animation and puts him in a lot of end lag.
Yes, it's very unsafe usually, so you have to find the ways to punish that, and especially since you have kind of like a stubby sword, it's not exactly what you need, but you are going to be able to find it here. I'd love to see it now. Grape fighting back against Peabnut.
Grape trying to find just some sort of confirm here. I like that Peabnut has been doing such a good job of spacing Grape out, so Grape can't get any of those down tilts or jabs really out here. I do like the uppy, though, to catch the short hop. Yeah,
we're actually getting some nice callouts. You're seeing the same thing that's like, okay, you can't just jump in on my shield. The same thing that Peabnut was punishing Grape for. Now, Grape is doing the same.
Sliding F tilt to take that stock off there. And Roy can tack on damage fairly quickly. It's just about how Grape finds this next opening here. I think we are starting to see a little bit of adaptation with this character. But again, how many times have we seen Grape in this situation where he has to get back to stage versus Peabnut?
Often. And unfortunately, it does appear as though he's going to overcommit a little bit to the double edge dance. No big punish, obviously, whipping the up tilt. And Peabnut is just begging for one opening, one option. He just wants to tap it in.
Okay, big opening here for Grape. Just has to keep sharking these landings with Peabnut. I love the Metal Blade to alleviate the pressure just a little bit. And look at the patience in the corner. You're just waiting for Grape to commit to something. Grape doesn't fight, though.
Grape could be able to turn this around and turn it into a game here, put himself on the board. He's going to have to get around the Crash Bomber. He does not, and now, Peabnut just looking for one of those aerial callouts yet again. You can see the jab, not going to miss. Okay, well, the back off. At least he's patient enough.
Big pressure coming out here, but Peabnut managing to find the way out of the corner. That really close pellet. Still, it's just back and forth right now. Peabnut now has to find some way out of the corner. I don't think there's a double jump left. Yep, gonna have to air dodge the stage.
Had a little extra time and could have gotten like a down tilt or something there, but the Crash Bomber does inevitably mean you don't have enough time to play with. There's the air dodge, the magnet hands. Yes, he gets it. The up tilt to read the roll. Okay.
Signs of life, Nerf. We have a pulse. We have a pulse.
We've got it.
The man is alive.
We've got it. We've got him. Grape is not gone yet. Getting himself a win here in that game. On FD, it was gonna be a challenge, but he rose to the challenge, and now Peabnut gonna be a little bit sussed out. Like, okay, now what? Like, what's the stage?
We were seeing a lot of corner pressure as well towards the end there from Grape on Peabnut. Peabnut really didn't have an effective way to get off the ledge unless he got lucky with a pellet. Grape just stayed so grounded and so patient, waiting for any chance that Peabnut was going to overshoot the landing.
can see, like, even Peabnut now, like, he's feeling the pressure too. Like, both of them know the stakes. And Peabnut's like, okay, like, I lost the game. It can be done. This Roy did defeat me in that one. Can I manage to eke out this win?
It's tough. I mean, now Peabnut does have the counter pick advantage in sort of in the names of the stage pick right here. Being up 2-1 is also huge, and now getting your counter pick for what could cap off the game. We're going to see, though, how the momentum shifts. Grape barely squeaked out that last game right there, so we're going to see if the adaptation and the momentum are in Grape's favor, or if Peabnut can steal it right back.
Yeah, we're taking it to PS2 along the stage. It's great for the projectiles that Mega Man is bringing to the table, and he's just going to camp. Like, you know what? He's like, okay, you are a rushdown character, I am a campy character, and we are just going to fulfill our respective roles.
Okay, still a good beginning pressure here from Peabnut, going to PS2 once more. Oh my god, that was cute. Those are some cute pellets right there.
Exactly, and set up things like, okay, maybe taking jumps. Like, you are making Grape have to hesitate, have to use his options sparingly.
Oh yeah. We haven't seen too much of Roy in this bracket either, honestly, with the two most notable Roy players in absence. So it's really good and refreshing to see that there are other players out there developing very solid Roys.
Yeah, for sure. And again, like we've seen Peabnut take it to those Roys before. Grape is now adding his name to the list, and taking a game off Peabnut is no small feat. Now it's even as it stands, so this is even more of a victory right now for Grape, bringing it closer.
You saw there Grape forced to recover high because of the crash bomb being stuck onto the stage right there to anticipate that recovery. Because if that thing does touch fire, it explodes almost immediately. And Roy has the unfortunate occurrence of having a lot of fire within that sword.
Yeah, it's like crazy. That's exactly what I do. Like, wow, what a coincidence.
I thought I was the fire guy.
Like that, yeah, you definitely thought so. But now we've got just using roll to get out. I mean, obviously you are not really worried because you have that great up B that you can act out of as Peabnut. You have so many options that you can just do out of disadvantage.
That's the dog in him. He literally has the dog in him.
That is the dog.
Albeit he sacrifices that dog a lot, but...
That's true, that's true. Okay, yep, there it is. No break, no poke.
I thought we were maybe going to see it on a down angle, not the down angled one, but rather just the regular double edge dance. Either way, though, I was going to say beneficial trade there for Grape, but actually just taking more damage. And Mega Man's heavy, man. For as small as he is, he's a pretty heavy guy.
Yeah, for sure. So we are going to be able to see a little bit more pressure out of here from Peabnut. He's just looking for a way to use the rage, but it's simply taken away from him. And Grape at 106, we've seen what he can do with this kind of situation in the last game. I might find ourselves recapturing that magic.
All right, though, and Peabnut really lasted super duper long on that first stock right there, honestly. Like, Grape is just seeming to have such difficulty trying to find solid ways to close out these stocks. But Peabnut, again, with the glide toss in the back air right there with the metal blade. At least I think that was a glide toss. If not, someone correct me in Twitch chat yelling.
Either way, the Leaf Shield going to create an opportunity, actually, for Grape. And this is just kind of how it is. Like, yeah, at that range, there's not much you can do to avoid Roy just because he's got, like, immense airspeed.
Oh, God! But that's all she wrote, Nerf! And Peabnut going to be calmly moving his way into top 8 here at Riptide. And, man, a sigh of relief coming out. Grape saying, good stuff, man.
Absolutely. Peabnut, what a player. His first top 8 at this level. Congratulations to him. Obviously, still winner's side. Cannot imagine that Grape, could feel so disappointed when it's not over yet. It is not over yet.
Peabnut's such a nice guy. Like, if you ask any high-level player or any player in general about Peabnut, they'll say, I love that dude. He's so nice.
Absolutely.
So, definitely well-deserved.
But I know all of that.